Wah! Happy Wednesday. It's Tony Kurre here. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a fantastic day here on Wednesday. Every Wednesday on Tony Kurre Radio, we have a couple of really cool shows. We have a show called Mission Minded, which we run. I co-host it with Michael Coleman from the Jimmy Hill Mission. He's the executive director. He is so much more than just the executive director. Obviously, he came from one non-for-profit into the Jimmy Hill Mission, which is huge, and he's just taken it to another level, and he's fantastic. Listen to that show a little bit later on today. It runs right around noon and also at 7 o'clock tonight. Then later on tonight, it's the first show that we did here on Tony Kurre Radio almost 3 years ago. It's called Live Wire Wednesday. It's a full hour dedicated to AC/DC. I love AC/DC. It's the first band I ever saw live in 1980, the Back in Black tour. I was 14 years old. Yeah, 14 years old. Fantastic show. And so we dedicated an entire hour to AC/DC. Last week, we celebrated the 45th anniversary release of Let There Be Rock. And so we tracked the entire album. Tonight, we're doing a special show just for the ladies. I want you to think in your head of all your favorite AC/DC songs that have to do with the ladies. And we'll play those songs by request tonight from 8 until 9 o'clock tonight. It's a fantastic show. You can hear it on the Tony Kurre Radio app. Download the Tony Kurre Radio app. That's Kurre with a K, Kurre, Android, Apple. And, of course, you can also go to Spotify or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast and listen to Dark Side. Today is National Puppy Day. It's also National Hot Tamale Day. But National Puppy Day, Dr. Rab Stewart from the Rossbridge Animal Hospital is loving that because he sees puppies every single day. We do a show on Monday. We have Adapter Parrish, the Adapter Gents, Dr. Alex Hubline and Dr. Josh Claypo on Tuesdays. We got the two shows I told you about on Wednesdays. We have Blues Almighty with Austin Hanks, a full hour of all blues music is killer. I don't know why there's not radio stations that don't do blues 24 hours a day. He picks out some of the best classic rock blues songs, plays them every single week. I think, is Billy Gibbons on tomorrow night? He plays in Billy Gibbons' Big Bad Blues Band, so week to week, Billy stops by the show and does a show you can hear exclusively on Tony Kurre Radio. The Damon Johnson Show on Friday runs at noon and 8, and then, of course, a show called When in Rome with Stuart Rome from the Woodhouse Day Spa. He's also on Friday. And the classic hip-hop show, if you want to feel like you're back in Jitterbugs, back in that far corner where it's really dark and you're making out with some ugly woman, you can do that on Saturday. A couple things I want to get into. We talk a lot of relationships on the Kurre and Claypo Show, which we'll be doing tomorrow morning right here on Tony Kurre Live on Facebook and also on the Tony Kurre Radio app. Love working with Dr. Josh Claypo. We talk for like an hour and a half. We just go. We talk about a lot of relationship stuff, and we talk about the things that, and it's really more women on men as opposed to men on women. When men see women do quirky things, cute things at the beginning of a relationship, it usually doesn't change. When women see men doing quirky, weird, cute things at the beginning of a relationship, those things usually flip around to things that they find are disgusting. Like, for example, Ivana Whittingham Jax. Is that right? Good morning to you, Ivana. Welcome into Tony Kurre Radio here. There's like a woman may think it's really cute the way a guy sleeps. Maybe he makes some noises with his mouth or a little snoring or something like that. And then like a few months later, you're just disgusted by it. Those little quirky, little cute things that you really think are attractive at the beginning. He's so cute. He always, like he's got to touch the doorknob 4 times before it turns it. That's so cute. And then it starts pissing you off. Women call those icks. Tim Wright, good morning to you. ICKS. And so a bunch of women have come out, and they've come out with the biggest list of icks I've ever seen. I'll go through some of my favorites, and they're very specific. These are things that women thought were really cute when they first started dating a dude, and then all of a sudden they're disgusted by it. And there's a reason for that. We'll get into that coming up in a few minutes. I put out a video a few minutes ago. I saw it for the first time this morning. Benedict Mathurin, who's a guy who goes 17.8 points per ball game, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. He's unbelievable. He plays ball. He balls up for the Arizona Wildcats. They had a tight game at OT against TCU the other night. They're in the Sweet 16. A lot of people have Arizona winning it all this year in March Madness. There's a video that I put out at Tony Kurre Radio on Twitter and also on my personal page on Facebook, which you're watching right now, where he's going off the court, and you'll see the video. Just pull up Benedict Mathurin. And he's walking off the court. You know how basketball players, they put their hands out to give people high fives? Well, as he's walking off the court, there's really no one there to give him high fives. And he touched the breasts of one of the cheerleaders as he's walking off the court. Now, if you look at it from behind, it looks like it's intentional. If you look at it from the locker room, it looks like he's just putting his hand out and he accidentally touched a woman's breast. I want you ladies out there to tell me, if you're watching right now, because I could see it going both ways, and now they're investigating this. He has not responded on IG or Twitter, which he's got thousands and thousands of followers. What exactly happened there? It may be something that was totally unintentional. I know a lot of players put their arms out when they're walking off the court, but normally that's the high five people. And there was nobody around him, and there's a woman there, attractive blonde-haired cheerleader, and she's standing there, and he goes up and he taps her left breast, and he walks off. He doesn't grab it, he doesn't squeeze, he doesn't do any of that stuff, he just taps it and goes. It's really bizarre. If you get a chance to watch the video, and I threw it out there on my Facebook page, let me know what you think. Teresa Ponderwick, good morning to you. I don't know. It's weird because as a guy, and again, he may have been like in his element, he may have been in his zone and just not paying attention. He's got an incredibly long wingspan because he's a basketball player, but it's almost impossible. And he taps it right on the breast, not below the breast, not above the breast, but right on the breast. And I'm thinking to myself, he's got to know the cameras are on him. So if it was intentional, it was kind of stupid, but it was so quick. It's one of those 50-50 things, man. I'm kind of watching it going, he definitely meant to do that. And then I'm looking at it from the other side going, no, he definitely did not. It's kind of weird. Look at the video and let me know what you think on the Tony Kurre page. All right, so some of these icks, I think these are great. When you start dating somebody, there's all these quirky little cute things that couples do. And it's part of who they are, and they're cute. He's so cute. You know, like he taps the doorknob before he opens it, or maybe he leaves his spoon out, or maybe it's the way he showers, or the way he sleeps. And usually those icks they're called icks, I-C-K-S. Usually those icks are things that women endure, and I say endure, they think they're really cute at first, but then as the relationship goes on, they're not cute anymore and they become despicable. Usually when a woman does something that's considered an ick, it's really not an ick because guys just put up with it, and it's like women don't really do that too many icky things. So these single women have shared their dating icks that they just can't get past, and I wanted to share a couple of these with you. They're pretty funny. Some of them are things that I think a lot of guys do. One woman says, this is not an ick, this is a red flag. One woman says she can't look at her partner when he's showering. He looks pathetic. Another one is when a guy runs towards a bird and it doesn't fly away. That's pretty funny. A lot of these things, see, these are coming from women that like the sensitive dude. They like the man who can find his inner emotions. They like a guy that'll cry. They like a guy who likes plants. But when they want a man, they want a man's man. They want like that's fine. You can be goofy and have your quirks, but you better be there for me. When I need a man in my life, you better be able to change my oil, change my light bulb. You better be able to pick a fight for me. Another one, men using umbrellas. Amen. I will not let my son use an umbrella. My 17-year-old boy, I'm like, man, real men don't use umbrellas. Sorry, they don't. I speak for all men. If you're a man and you're using an umbrella, don't do it. Real men don't use umbrellas. Run to the car, park a little closer. I don't care if you get a $9,000 suit. Real men don't use umbrellas. When I see someone running for a bus, that kind of looks pathetic, I guess. The thought of a man being locked out of his own house, that's kind of funny. It's kind of funny though, right? So that'd be like if a guy's constantly locking himself out of the house at the beginning of a relationship, that's kind of cute. And then when he's calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning, I lock myself out of the house again, it's not cute anymore. It's kind of an ick. It's not a good thing. This is very specific here. Blonde guy, blue eyes with skinny light blue jeans, elastic ankles, and Timberlands. Okay. Another gal says, calling into a radio show just to have a chat. Do people do that anymore? Call into radio shows? Experts from Bondi Psychology Practice, Mind Matters, waited on the infamous deal breaker previously, which is best described as a sudden but irreversible feeling of disgust towards a romantic interest that leads you to end the relationship. Benny Solman, good morning to you. But psychologists say the phenomenon is often a self-defense mechanism to protect against rejection, fear of intimacy, or commitment. Most of us want to feel safe with a partner, to trust them, to have open communications, to share interest. However, if an unexpected behavior is suddenly turning you off, ask yourself what might be happening to you. Relationship counselors explain that attraction is a flip-flop phenomenon, or something that attracts you to someone today could be the very thing that repulses you tomorrow. Very interesting. I came up with a couple other things. Snoring is one of those things where if you meet a guy and he snores, it may be really cute at the beginning because you're like, oh, isn't that cute? He snores. It's the way he sleeps. But then about 3 or 4 months into it, when your ass is up at 4 o'clock in the morning because you can't get your guy to roll over, it's not fun anymore. My brother, I don't know why I remember this, and I'll share an intimate story with you. My brother, who I consider one of my best friends, Jeff, fantastic guy, we go on vacation and stuff. He used to always tell me that women hate it when guys go like this into the sun. He's like, you either wear a ball cap or you don't go like this. He said that's the uncoolest thing a woman will ever see a dude do. Is that true? Like when you're looking at it and you go like this? He said that's the uncoolest thing a man can ever do. Either put sunglasses on or put a hat on, but don't do that ick. It's when, if you got some other ones, let me know right here on Tony Kurre Radio. Again, check out our wonderful shows. Man, working my arse off over here, putting on some fantastic shows. We have fresh new shows every single week. We have the show about the ladies tonight on AC/DC's Live Wire Wednesday. Tune in tonight at 8 o'clock on the Tony Kurre Radio app. Download the app, takes you 5 seconds. See if one of your favorite, we got Girls Got Rhythm, Touch Too Much, Caught With Your Pants Down. I mean, there's like a million AC/DC songs about women. We'll have all those songs for you at 8 o'clock tonight. We got Mission Minded with Michael Coleman. I'm recording a brand new show with him today. Super excited about that. We have Stuart Rome from the Woodhouse Day Spa, birmingham.woodhousespas.com. birmingham.woodhousespasspas.com is fantastic. birmingham.woodhousespas.com, 905-7676. And also, of course, one of my other favorite shows, and the show that we've been doing for over 3 years, Dark Side of the Pooch, which runs on Mondays with Dr. Rab Stewart. And by the way, that's brought to you by our good friends at Ed's Pet World. I'm going to go down and see Seth later on today. It's an institution. If you name the top 5 places in Birmingham that you must visit when you move here or when you live here, you got to go to Ed's Pet World. It's unbelievable. All kinds of exotic pets. They got everything from bearded dragons to gerbils to they got rabbits now getting ready for Easter. They got tail boas. They got all kinds of incredible exotic fish, saltwater and freshwater fish. I've seen a squirrel down there. They got a tortoise down there. And Seth does a huge collection of toys. He buys and sells and trades. So if you find some stuff still in the box, he's got all kinds of Star Wars stuff. It's all boxed up. He's got watches, collectibles. So it's kind of a toy slash pet store. It's fantastic. You're going to love it. Danny Green, good morning. Or Dave Green, good morning to you. It's fantastic. Check out Ed's Pet World. They do a wonderful job down there in Homewood. Tell them Tony Kurre sent you and Tony Kurre Radio. They sponsor Dr. Rab Show, Dark Side of the Pooch, coming up on Monday. All right, enough. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. Hope you have a fantastic day on a Wednesday. Join us again tomorrow morning right around 7:30, 7:45 for Curry and Claypo. We'll go live for about an hour and a half. It's a great show. And then join us again on Fox 6. We have a little show on Fox 6. It airs around 9:35. Thanks to Jeremy and, of course, the entire crew at Fox 6. Janice, Toy, Mickey Ferguson, Dubs, they're all fantastic. We love being on Fox 6. We greatly appreciate them being cool enough to bring the Curry and Claypo show on every Thursday around 9:35. We're going to be on talking about Cinderellas. Get ready for March Madness again tomorrow. Hope your bracket looks good. Have a great day, and I love you, and thank you.